Hey, Sag. Hey. Um. So, welcome. Welcome to the Flowering. Thank you for choosing this channel for your January insights. Chapter 1 of 2019. What's going on with you? You know? What are you anticipating? What are you looking for? What things seem to be kind of like out of reach or just not even visible on the horizon as of yet? What things are you waiting, to see unfold? I'm hearing like there's something, even maybe you have plans or maybe you have a certain desire and you're just kind of anxious to see how this turns out. Waiting for answers, waiting for guidance and direction here on how to press forward in this situation. I get the feeling that some of you might be kind of like incognito right now, Maybe you're just staying under the radar. I hear the song, if you're going through hell, keep on going. Don't turn back. Don't slow down. It's like you might get out before the devil even knows you're there, right? It's one of those things where when something, opposition, whether it's in the form of people or just hard energy situations, once the focus is elsewhere and not on you, then you're able to kind of move through if you just keep moving. So there's something I feel like on the horizon that you are just having to move forward towards with that kind of mindset, almost like maybe you're waiting for the right opportunity. High Priestess always comes out to confirm what I'm saying. It's like that there's a time, a prime time to do whatever it is that you're attempting to do. And I feel you might even be just waiting for a clue, a hint that this is the time for you to take that leap. The Fool card. Let's see what your meditation is for you. Creativity. I now recognize my creativity and I honor it. I create my life each day. The creativity of the universe flows through me all day, and all I have to do is participate in it. All I have to do to participate in it is to know that I am a part of it. It is easy to recognize creativity when it comes in the form of a painting, a novel, a movie, a new wine, or a new business. Yet I am creating my entire life every moment, from the most common, ordinary creation of new cells in my body, from choosing my emotional responses, to my parents and their old patterns, to my present job, my bank account, my relationships with friends, and my very attitudes about myself. One of my most powerful gifts is my imagination. I use it to see good things happening to me and to everyone around me. I am peaceful as I co-create my life with my higher self. Yeah. It's like, what manifestations have you now begun to focus on? There's a difference between wanting something and consciously manifesting it. Aligning yourself aligning yourself with it energetically. You have to match the vibration of what it is that you're attempting to pull into you, right? And so what aspects of yourself have you begun to see as a crucial part of you obtaining this goal or reaching this goal or obtaining whatever this is that you're seeking to obtain? Because clearly, whatever this is, it's something that is yet to be realized or soon will be realized. It's out of your own sight. It's something that, you know, if you are often wrapped up in the physical of things, you know, how things are seen outwardly, you know, you're finding a different view. You're seeing it in a new light. You're able to see something that has been hidden for some time. I also get the feeling that the manifestation is here. The manifestation of your desire is here. And it is just, like I say, over the horizon. So just barely out of sight. Maybe you're looking for a person. Maybe you're looking for, you know, something that you hid or something like that. Something that you set aside so that it couldn't be found by anyone else. You know? What you hiding, Sag? But when it comes down to it, it's just like, even if it's inside of you, not a physical thing that's being hidden, it was something that was kind of kept quiet. You know, you wanted to keep hush what was coming in for you and move forward. Just move forward. And I think this could be multifaceted, you know, it could be multifaceted, meaning that this could be applying to multiple areas of your life. Maybe you had something physically that you were hiding, you know, actual physical things that you hid out of sight of other people so as to not cause any undue attention, you know. This kind of feels like, you know, if you come into money or something like that, then you're not sharing that information with you. You know, that's something with others. That's something that you're keeping quiet so that you can trust the things, the people that are drawn to you right now. You'll know why they're drawn. It won't be because of anything else, if that makes sense. So if you're looking for somebody, if you've lost somebody, now I mean like just that you don't know where they are, you're going to find them. It's going to be maybe random, you know. It's the perfect timing. I feel like if this was romantic, you met someone and a lot was just going on for both of you. And you were able to, or not able to, but since then you've come to better balance. Maybe this person has been over there coming to better balance. And there's a random happening, or maybe not so random. You know, maybe you have to make it random, seem random, so that it's so that it doesn't cause any undue tension or drama in the situation. So Sagittarius, let's see you. Let's look at you in the month of January. What's going on with you in this new chapter? So many offers and opportunities, some based in love, one based in love, one based in opportunity. Like this is along with those lines that if your situation has changed for the better, then you have people coming in with actual love and support for you, and some people coming in kind of like to ride the coattail. Very opportunistic energy there. How's Sagittarius showing up? Sagittarius, what's going on in January? The Sun card. Two of Swords. The Nine of Wands. Oh, I feel like you are looking for something or someone. And this person is like out of sight. You know, it's like this light that's been shown onto you, that's brought you some kind of joy or happiness. Perhaps you couldn't really, perhaps there was a lot of hurt between the two in the situation or whatever. But I get the feeling that you've been working on self. You've been kind of trying to heal and come to terms with things in your past. And in the month of January, it's almost as if now this person or this thing that you've come to understand a little better, or opportunity or energy in your life that you've come to understand a little better. If it's a person, it's like this person is out of sight. You don't know where they are. And definitely some light being shown on something that you weren't able to see before, something that was hidden to you. Maybe you were cloaked and couldn't see the value or couldn't see what this meant. I feel like there was like some aggressive energy that you were carrying, and then you were mirroring it. You know, people were mirroring it back to you. And this kind of altered, you know, your ability to make proper choices in the situation, because you weren't seeing the truth of that person or the truth of that situation. You were only seeing the mirror of self in that situation or in that person. I get the feeling that you're still pushing forward. You're seeking this light again. You know, you're seeking this. You want this light to shine on you again. You want to feel this warmth again, and you're not going to give up. Yeah, so in January, it's like you're pressing forward. You're pressing forward. That's kind of how that plays out. There's a lot of passion here, a lot of passion that you're feeling about something. And there was definitely a choice, you know, some choice that you're here with. Maybe you're at the standstill. Maybe you're at this crossroads now, and there's a need for you to go one way or the other. It's almost like, too, like you're plotting on something. You know, I won't say planning, but it's like you're careful at this time, because you know one choice will bring you happiness and joy, and you know the other choice will come with some sense of residual energy. For some of you, you're seeking some type of retreat too, like seeking some type of, I want to say escape, but getaway. Remember earlier when we were looking at the scrying bowl, it was like you were attempted to stay out of sight, you know, incognito, undercover. Which makes sense. You don't want to be over-influenced by something that may have like negatively influenced you before. How are other people seeing you? Five of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Wands. Okay, so there's a connection here. And we haven't gotten to the romantic part, but I feel like there's definitely a connection of two people here. And this is a battle with you. It's an internal battle, and people see this. People see people see the Five of Wands, you know, usually meaning like some type of conflict, but I feel like there's action that you're taking towards a situation or in a situation that is not necessarily, people don't see it as bringing you closer to whatever this goal is, whatever this endeavor is. You know, they don't see it as bringing you closer to it. And I think that you're having to focus and really trust your own self, your own intuition about this situation. For some, whatever this is, people may be attempting to cause conflict in your thinking, maybe distract you from whatever this is that you're pursuing. I heard showing you or introducing other people to you. I don't know, I get this super romantic feeling here, even though that's not where we are, but it's like people offering other opportunities and ideas or people to you in order to sway you from one path that you've decided to focus on. The King of Wands being intense focus and commitment to something, right? But you have the Scarab Beetle here, and I feel like on a soul level, you really believe that this is it. I might as well put it out there though. Like, I'll see what comes out, but you know, if this is you showing up at the King of Wands, then this Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? And you have the Five of Wands being these people in your environment, just kind of throwing in other wands, throwing in different ideas and concepts, because I feel though people are used to being able to sway your mentality, to affect the way you feel about something. This happens a lot when we are used to being a part of a group dynamic, right? We trust the people around us who give us insight, even if they don't have the best intention, or if their intention, it could be the best, and they could have good intention, but it just be based in what they feel or what they see. And I get the feeling that you have higher insight in the situation. You feel like whatever this is, I really do feel like it's a person. I really do feel that you feel like it's funny because even the Queen of Cups and the King of Staffs, even though they're different elements, it's like they're dressed, they coordinate. They coordinate. And for me, that means that you acknowledge this person as a part of your soul family. With the red being there, you know what I mean? It's like you see this as being part of your tribe, or even like a soul mate or soul, you know, a divine partner. You know, I'm picking that up a lot. That this is where you find your riches. And I feel like, you know, if you even if you're well off on your own, even if you have your own source, you know, of prosperity and abundance, it's as if you feel like this is what could be missing, and other people are seeing. People think that you're confused. People think that you don't know what you're talking about. They're definitely trying to pull you in different directions. What's money and career looking like? Three of Wands, Knight of Coins, Seven of Coins. Oh yeah. You know, it's taking you a while to come forward with this or come to this decision. I feel like there was some worries. If you know, I think that if you knew you were coming into some type of money or abundance, then it feels like you knew it, so you were being very careful and very strategic about who you let into that knowledge, who you let know that that was happening. You didn't spread that as common knowledge around. And you know, I'm thinking back on the show Breaking Bad, where they were burying money, burying different things, hiding it here, hiding it there. And I feel like at some point, you know, I just see these pyramids all the way in the distance here. And then I see as the person comes up on the path, the pyramids are right there. And then they have all of these pinnacles now that they're carrying, right? It's almost as if you've collected either your kids. I don't know why I said that, but it's like I had a dream. Let me just put it out there. I had a dream nearly a year ago about a person. In this dream, it was my ex-husband, but we all know that these people aren't who they really are. They may not be that person. But I had a dream about this person attempting, one, to take my child, from me, but then also putting my child into the car, and like all of these other kids were in the car. And when I thought about the dream, it just felt like this person was the parent of all of these children. And this person had decided that they were the better parent, or that they wanted to have their children with them, period. You know what I'm saying? So they were going around and they were collecting their kids to take with them. And this Seven of Coins here is now I have all that I've needed to collect with me. Now I'm going to move forward. You got 8 with the effort. Then you got 9 with the, now I have it. It's all here with me. Money, my family, or my children. And then 10 being, I keep feeling like this is a partner. So 10 being the fact that you now introduce a partner into this dynamic. After you've built some sense of foundation there for you, perhaps these children. Could be any family members though. I feel like, I'm also hearing that people have now been put, if the information has gotten out somewhat, people have definitely had their hands out. And maybe the giving, maybe the supporting of family members, friends has begun to weigh on you. And you just want somebody who's going to help you take this 7 of Coins to the 10 of Coins, actually grow it instead of take from it. Let's see about romance. Queen of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Oh, both of these wanted to come. So the Tower and the 7 of Swords. Someone that you were seeking advice from, an air sign, Aries, Gemini, Libra. Someone that you sought advice from. I think at some point here in January, I know this is romance, but if it's about this partnership or how to move forward with it, you find that they had their own motive here. That they may have advised you to turn away from this thing. This person, they may have had all types of things to say. I really want to pull another card out. Knight of Cups. Yeah, they didn't want you to make this offer to this person. And I think you have a revelation here about that. It's known, it's exposed to you that there was some ulterior motive behind it, behind the actual advice that was given. And I think at some level, you probably already knew it. You probably already knew that this person perhaps wanted you themselves or wanted this other person themselves. And since we're talking romance, then the air sign could be their moon sign, right? I get the feeling that this person is someone whose insight that you had you were used to listening to, whether it be good or bad. You listen to their criticism, you listen to all of it. And you, I wouldn't say trusted it, but you always definitely took it into consideration. In January, I feel like you want to make this. You want to make this offer. You feel like this person, you have an epiphany. You come to really accept that this person, this is a 7. So I really feel like you realize that this person is on the same spiritual level as you. Spiritual level, intellectual. I even get the feeling that even the conversations that you guys have are just on a whole nother level. You feel like you teach this person and they teach you. And somewhere you went cold on them based on this person's advice, this other person's advice. You went cold on them. They could have went cold on you too, but I really get the feeling that you accepted other advice and based on it, you ghosted them. I don't really feel like this person, let me pull one more. I don't feel like this person saw you as a negative person. No, I don't feel like they saw you as a bad person because of that. So if you have any fear about stepping forward and making an offer now, we got the Devil and the King of Swords. If you have any fear about this, the door's still open. That person doesn't see you negatively. at all. That's interesting. Maybe this person already knew that there was some higher reason why you just disappeared out of their environment. You know, maybe they sensed a certain level of danger or anxiousness, anxiety, you know, fear even in you. And so when it fell away, they allowed it to fall away. Yeah. So how about in the spiritual? Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, dang, Five of Cups. Yeah, you're rejecting some insights, I feel like, or you have. You feel as if maybe an opportunity has been missed because of the confusion that you were in, the illusion that you were under. And I get the feeling that you, King of Cups. So actually, you are fully feeling and understanding everything here. You're understanding the full dynamic of this situation. And I get the feeling that you're coming to understand that the ship hasn't sailed. And this is not just in love, but I feel like that you still have this opportunity. So whatever path you may have been going down before regarding your spirituality, you may realize that it was, I don't know, lower vibrational. I mean, it was something that somebody introduced to you out of, I don't know, to make you look bad, to, excuse me, just bird validation. So to make you feel conflicted. So if your religious beliefs or your spiritual beliefs conflicted with this other person, then that's one of the tools that person, your advisor used to pull you away. Also get the feeling that whoever this person is, if they wanted you for themselves, then they try to emulate what this other person, your potential partner, was doing. You're coming out of this illusion though, and you're actually clearing out all these other options that had you kind of spread out and not able to give full attention or energy to one. And I think that there's definitely a sense of grief about, you know, you may believe that, like I say, you may believe that you may have believed or be overcoming the belief that you lost out on an opportunity. This person is still here. And if you're fire, then they're a water sign. And I want to say that Scorpio, mostly because Scorpio is right before Sagittarius, and it's like, it's a progression, you know, of some, in my mind, that makes sense. So it's a progression of sorts where you're right there, like next to each other in the zodiac, and for me that makes sense. So I hope it makes sense for for you viewers. I just feel like with all this cup energy, with the King of Cups coming out, and all of the spiritual, the cards in your spiritual world or realm are cups, meaning that your spiritual world is being affected by your heart space, by your emotions. So if you were having any problems connecting, it was because there were certain things that you were resisting, and you're not resisting them anymore. But now you got to go find this person. Where they at? I've been really trying to work on myself and not using prepositions at the end of my sentences. So where are they? Where are they? Let's see what you're leaving behind. Page of Coins. Judgment. And the Hanged Man. Basically, you're leaving behind the dependence on anybody else's influence over the choices that you make. how you handle your money, who you make an offer to, where you go, what jobs you take, where you live. You're letting this go. And I also get the feeling that if you were ignoring, this comes down to health. If you were ignoring your health, then you are now acknowledging something that something needs your attention. I do get the feeling as well as whatever judgment that you had about self, and I don't know why this is coming up, but and how you acquired said money, then you're releasing it, and you're just saying, okay, this was mine. It's a blessing that came to me. Lord knows if you did, Lord, whoever knows that if you did something of lower vibration to obtain wealth, if it was ever lost, I get the feeling that you've done this multiple times, right? So like, if there's been something and at some point you had a loss regarding how you, karma came back to you or based on how you acquired certain thing or certain wealth or the way you moved in a situation, right? This time around is different. So you have to release judgments of the past so that you can enjoy what is actually here for you to enjoy. I don't know. It's like a new path. The path is now being laid for you. You're given a new opportunity to treat the situation differently. If you misused money, right? I talked about who you give it to, who you trust with it, things like that. So you're letting you've reassessed. You're no longer just yeah, I don't know. There's some fear or something about making the same choices again, trusting people again. You're letting those things go. What's coming in the future is the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Coins. Yes. Okay. So that opportunity to reconnect, opportunity to actually come into this partnership. This is huge here. You've been doing the work on yourself. You've been taking care of your health, and I feel like you've been renewed. Like Ace of Staffs is the term that I use for it all the time, is renewed vitality. So you're feeling happier, you're feeling healthier, you're feeling more stable and confident in yourself and your abilities to maintain a relationship, to manage whatever it is that's being presented to you. Okay. I also get the feeling that if you're a masculine, then this person, this feminine that you were separated from, didn't fit the ideals, what you thought you wanted in a relationship. Maybe you wanted like a more, I guess, more submissive energy. That's not a negative thing, but maybe you just wanted to make sure, maybe you're used to arguing and fighting and things like that. So if this person was aggressive in any way, it may have distracted you. It may have sent you, made you put your defenses up. When I think what's coming into you is either the realization or the actual manifestation of the fact that this was meant to be something that helps you to grow. This person, if they were nagging, then that's why they were nagging. It wasn't the same as the past. And I get that feeling, like where you were carrying things into new situations over and over and over and over again. You were defensive. And here, I don't think that that's the case. What's coming in is a new energy that allows you to see clearly a person's intention, see clearly without the haze of past experiences. But definitely an offer of connection, partnership, excuse me. And you're willing to work at this. This is your energy, I feel. you're willing to work at this now that you've been given this new inspiration, new motivation. Okay. Outcome, the Hermit, Four of Wands, Empress. All right. Yeah. Definitely a partnership. You know, you may be moving in with somebody. You could be joining up with a new company or group or circle, community that's filled with like-minded people, people who are on your spiritual level, who are on the same journey and path as you are, who seek deeper meaning in things, who see you as someone who offers something. If you've dealt with emotional and verbal abuse before, because I get that's coming up, then you know the outcome is here is being able to feel more balanced because you don't have that coming at you anymore. And it's not piercing you as it used to. You know, you've grounded yourself. There's some definite fertile energy here, some opportunity for some major growth. And I just really feel like what you get to build with this person or in this endeavor, what is built here is long-standing. And I feel like because you're ready, because both of you are ready, one person will take on the leadership role, I think. And I feel as if, I mean, it could be either one of you, honestly. There's someone in your environment that you're willing to learn from and teach from. Someone who you believe has nurtured you. So this is the outcome. You're going to be nurtured by this person. You're going to get to be the teacher, and they're going to get to be your nurturer. Also get that there's something that you two will build together, or that you will be building with the support of this person or the environment that has changed for you. You're going to build something very successful, stable, a school. You're going to teach. You're going to help other people heal from whatever it is that you're healing from, that you have healed from. And it's funny because like the Empress card, she's sitting there, she's waiting, she's just chill on her own. The Queen of Coins is standing here with the throne waiting. And I always feel like, you know, the Queen of Coins is prosperity, stability, abundance that's waiting for you. Comfort that's waiting for you. So this could be coming in. That's the outcome. The month of January, I definitely see you coming into connections, coming into organizations that, I say organizations, but group dynamics that you really could have a voice in. 3 being the number of communication. Yeah, and then those judgments that you left behind. Those judgments that you left behind about who should fill these seats, even the other judgments of other people, about who should sit next to you and who should be your partner. You're letting it go. You're moving in your own power. And I feel like, I know that this card is, the main message is don't be so judgmental. Don't be so hard on yourself about the way things have have journeyed. Just focus on now and what's evolving and transpiring right now. Because 1, 22, and 5 breaks down to 10. So there's a new beginning here for you, an ending and a new beginning. So you just have to let go of what was comfortable. Let go of abuse, especially if you're divine masculine. We always focus on women, leave if you're not treated right, but masculine, if this is you, then walk away from abuse. You don't deserve abuse. Physical, mental, psychological, spiritual, you don't deserve it. There the thrones of judgment stood, the thrones of house of David. Don't be so judgmental. At every turn, we are judged by others, which over time takes a devastating toll on our self-confidence and self-esteem. In the U.S., the judgment process begins at an early age, earlier than in preceding generations. Federal law requires kindergarten teachers, for instance, to inform parents if their children aren't learning their ABCs. The children who may be as young as 5, are designated non-proficient. Constant judgment inevitably translates into constant self-judgment. You must overcome your propensity to be overly self-critical so you can love yourself and others. The next time you behave mercilessly towards yourself, look into the mirror and say, I love you, insert name here. Again, anything that's built up, if these are parental figures, if these are just old partners, even friends, like I said, whose advice you've often just taken as truth, right now, you just have to acknowledge that was a time when you were giving your power away to other people. There's no reason to beat yourself up about it or to be ashamed of it. It was all orchestrated to bring you to this place. And right now, your dreams are unfolding. So let go of the judgments of the past and move forward. Because you're being called to something incredible, honestly. All right, Sagittarius, thank you so much for choosing this channel for your insights. Hit thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. Come back and see us for chapter 2 next month. Peace.